Thank you. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please let's settle down, please. His Excellency the President will soon be here. Please, let's settle down. Let's settle down, please. Let's settle down. Let's settle down. His Excellency the President will soon be here. Let's take our seats, please. Let's take our seats, please. Let's take our seats. Let's take our seats, please. Please, let's take our seats. Let's take our seats, please. Thank you. We have empty seats everywhere. Let's settle down, please. Let's settle down, please. His Excellency the President is almost here. Let's settle down, please. Let's settle down.
And I'd like to take a visiting professor to several universities across the world, wordsmith, author, Nobel laureate. Help me welcome very specially Professor Wole Soyinka. Welcome, sir. Esteemed invited guests, all team members of the Honorable Minister of Works and Minister of State, I'm absolutely delighted to be part of a slice of history today. The world is full of naysayers who believe in not rising, that Mr. President is a man of hope and renewed hope. He, more than anyone else, believes in one of the greatest quotes by a man way ahead of his time, His Excellency President Nelson Mandela. One of his greatest quotes is, quote, "It always seems impossible until it is done." Which is why His Excellency says quite famously, do not
to stand still and won the battle by transforming the nation to democratic rule. I thought them, but on getting to State House, I found myself working with one of the most God-fearing men, the most kind-hearted, courageous, fearless, determined, loving, and caring, and resilient that I ever met in my life. He did not build a church, but I watched how he attended to those who once criticized, abused, insulted, and even in some instances, pray against his victory. And I watched and I observed the real meaning of true forgiveness. I became amazed and dazed. As a matter of fact, I want to say, Your Excellency, sir, you have touched my life more than you can ever imagine in my 18 months of working with you. When the Commander-in-Chief directed that I should be moved to Ministry of Works, I actually thought I was busy in the State House until I met another great man who made me realize that I was actually on leave while I was in State House. Then I saw the meaning of the phrase called, "The reward for more work is hard work." I got to Ministry of Works to realize that I was working with a man who has come to become my most trusted, tested, dependable leader, brother, coach, and commander in this engineering profession. Please join me in clapping for my boss, my mentor, Engineer Senator Nweze David Umahi. God bless you, sir. I thought I knew engineering until I met you. God made a way through the Red Sea, water through the rock. But President BOLA AHMED TINUBU has made a highway through the swamp. I want to most respectfully appreciate you for giving me the opportunity to have been part of this great work. As an engineer, I want to say that a pavement of 200 millimeter thick, reinforced with a wide 20 mm bars at 200 center to center, and supported with wide 16 at 500 center to center, running through a distance of 750 kilometers will carry any load carried. Let me round up by saying, ladies and gentlemen, this is a legacy project. From the little engineering I know, this pavement will outlive all of us seated in this hall, and will outlive every man who witnessed the construction of this pavement. This is one confidence I can give you. Mr. President, sir, the Senate President, Your Excellencies, Honorable Ministers, Royal Highnesses, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you this afternoon the strongest pavement of our time. In conclusion, I wish to most respectfully invite world investors to come and invest along this corridor. This pavement is ready to carry your raw materials to any destination of your choice along this corridor. Your final goods, your finished product, without any fear. Thank you very much for listening. God bless you.
You know, from his dressing, you know he's a very efficient engineer. Canvas, jacket, t-shirts, ready to work. Can we put our hands together for the permanent secretary, please? He is a fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, and he's ready to do the work. I'd like to welcome here the Deputy President of the Senate, Distinguished Senator Barau I. Jibrin, CFR. I'd like to welcome you, Your Excellency. Thank you very much. Thank you. This project brings joy to our hearts, brings hope, and makes Nigerians to pray for the president. And that is why it will be out of place for us to just have talk, and not have a little bit of dance. I'd like to welcome here the Lagos State Cultural Troupe to perform for us for 3 minutes. The Lagos State Cultural Troupe, please. Can we let them in? The Cultural Troupe. Okay. Mrs. Ijinabu, please you can come so that we can continue. When they are ready, they will perform.
Your Excellency, dance is very Nigerian. And every time you see Nigerians dance, everybody who is not Nigerian wants to become a Nigerian. The Lagos State Cultural Troupe makes its way here now at this time. And they're ready to perform to the delight of all of us in celebration of the projects that will be commissioned, flagged off, led in chief by the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. Here now is the Lagos State Cultural Troupe as they make their way into the hall, wearing the traditional, beautifully done Yoruba attire, buba and iro, adbetiaja. The cap is that one that is very special to Yoruba people. And of course we have the gele. Time now, cultural troupe. Thank you very much indeed. The Lagos State Cultural Troupe in beautiful colors of peach and powder blue, colors of joy. And as the men made to carry the women, I worried a little bit from this side of the divide. If we talk about those who can cross their legs, like Chief Olusegun Oshoba, His Excellency the President of the Senate was saying how he cannot cross his legs, that Prince Oshoba, over 80, still crosses his leg. So I worried, but they carried it out successfully. A round of applause for the Lagos State Cultural Troupe. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you see, this Lagos Coastal Highway exposes the Nigerian body of waters to you. So it goes from Lagos through Ogun, Ondo, Delta, Rivers, Akwa Ibom, all the way to Calabar in Cross River State. An ambitious project for the benefit of the good citizens of Nigeria. Coastal roads are a sight for sore eyes, touristic, for movement and ambience, as well as trade, relationship, intermarriages, and national development. It's time now, Your Excellency, Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to invite for his welcome address on behalf of the Federal Ministry of Works, Honorable Bello Mohammed Goroyo, Esquire, Honorable Minister of State for Works.
Your Excellency, our dear President, President BOLA AHMED TINUBU, GCFR. All other protocols duly and respectfully observed for the want of time. It is my honor and privilege to stand before this very momentous occasion, marking the commissioning of completed 30 kilometer of the 750 kilometer Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway and other selected road projects across the southern part of this country. This signature project, which Mr. President is about to commission today, is a clear demonstration of unwavering commitment and visionary leadership of our dear President BOLA TINUBU to unlock economic potentials, create millions of jobs, foster greater connectivity and integration across our coastal states. This is a dream come true and a promise kept by our dear President. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I emphasize here that Mr. President is not only building infrastructure, but laying a solid foundation for a better future for all Nigerians. Mr. President is not only focused on the coastal highway, but is also overseeing 3 other significant road projects that I call the 4 legacy projects, particularly the Ilela-Sokoto Lagos-Badagry, which is crisscrossing about 7 states: Sokoto, Kebbi, Niger, Kwara, Oyo, Ogun, and Lagos states. There's another also project that is crisscrossing from Ibonyi all the way to Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory. And another one is crisscrossing Nasarawa in Akonga precise to Jos, to Bauchi, and Bombay. Not only that, there are so many projects all over the country, like Abuja, Kaduna, to Kano, which is 2nd and 3rd section. Also Zaria, Funtua, Gusau, Sokoto, which is another road project that is very vital to the economic corridor of the Northwest. And another one is Maiduguri, Kano Maiduguri Section 2. These are all projects that have the potential to unlock the economic opportunities of our dear nation. Some of our completed projects in the northern part of the country will soon be commissioned by His Excellency, our dear President, BOLA AHMED TINUBU. You can tell that this is a president for all Nigerians, not a regional president. It actually takes a man with immense courage, commitment, and determination to pursue this legacy project, which is highly or nearly impossible. Mr. President actually tamed the Atlantic Ocean and turned the menace from disgrace to greatness. Thank you, Your Excellency, our dear President. The infrastructure development nationwide requires substantial investment. However, due to Mr. President's strong commitment to elevating our nation, he has prioritized infrastructure as clearly demonstrated in the 2025 budget. As President wisely said or stated, it's better to spend money than to spend people, quote and unquote. A philosophy that underscores Mr. President's leadership approach to national transformation. Mr. President, sir, we remain deeply inspired by your bold vision and unwavering dedication to building a greater Nigeria. May Almighty Allah continue to guide and give you wisdom and courage to continue to pilot the affairs of our great nation so that our dream for a better Nigeria under the renewed hope agenda can be achieved. In conclusion, let me seize this opportunity to thank and appreciate our working Minister of Works, Engineer David Umahi, for bringing innovation, skills, and wealth of experience in piloting the affairs of the Ministry of Works. I also wish to extend and appreciate the Permanent Secretary, Engineer Funsho Adebi, directors and staff of the ministry, the project contractor, the High-Tech Construction Limited, for their commitment to delivering quality work and ensuring timely project execution. Additionally, I recognize and appreciate all other contractors contributing tirelessly to the success of our ministry and by extension, the success of our dear President, BOLA AHMED TINUBU. Your Excellency, sir, I congratulate you for this milestone achievement. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the Honorable Minister of State. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, a philosopher once said, Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, that the true mark of a leader is a willingness to stick with a bold decision. When the world is saying zig, that leader is saying to say zag. Your Excellency, it was because you said zag when the world is saying zig that we're here today. Thank you very much. So, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me invite the contractors to say a few things. And I'd like to start with the Managing Director of High-Tech, Engineer Booth, who are deploying amazing world-class engineering to make this possible. Engineer Booth, please step forward.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, BOLA AHMED TINUBU, GCFR, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. All protocol duly observed. It is with humility that I welcome the opportunity and privilege to address you on this milestone achievement. Today is a testimony to the leadership of Mr. President BOLA AHMED TINUBU, GCFR. We have come today not just to commission a project, but to celebrate the birth of a national legacy, the Lagos-Calabar Connecting Highway, passing through Lagos, 103 kilometers approximately, Ogun State, 28 kilometers. Ondo State, 72 kilometers. Delta State, 165 kilometers. Bayelsa State, 76 kilometers. River State, 132 kilometers. Akwa Ibom State, 107 kilometers. And Cross River State, 38 kilometers. This is truly a testament to regional unity and infrastructure ambition. This road is not just a stretch of concrete. It is the manifestation of a dream held for over 27 years by our visionary leader, Mr. President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. A dream born of foresight and courage. The design and construction of the main carriageway of this infrastructure is a first in Nigeria engineered with 275 millimeter thick concrete, fortified with 20 millimeter reinforcement. We have prioritized local innovation and local resources, leveraging Nigeria's cement and steel manufacturing and production to ensure it becomes the backbone of economic and social development. Beyond its economic significance, this highway respects the environment, steering clear shorelines to mitigate erosion and protect sensitive ecological zones. We are firm believers in the fact that the national interest is the best served by the engineering, procurement, construction plus financing model, EPC plus F. Before breaking ground, high-tech yard, equipment, and capacity were jointly inspected by the Ministry of Works and the National Assembly. They saw the scale of what we had prepared, a yard filled with capacity, expertise, and world-class equipment. This hasn't been easy. The early stages came with formidable challenges. Over 10 kilometers of refuse dump, unstable subgrade conditions, peat layers as deep as 10 to 20 meters for long stretches needing settlement, huge volumes of sand filling, compensation complexities. But in the spirit of resilience, we pressed on, deploying 3 shifts, working 24 hours a day at 10 different locations, focused on sand filling, stabilization, and ensuring strong and durable foundation. Mr. President, under contract, we committed to 36 months completion, but we are determined, God willing, to achieve completion in 20 months. By working on all sections at the same time, deploying more equipment and personnel. This is possible only because of the support of your personal drive and the dedication of the Honorable Minister of Works, His Excellency Senator Engineer Nweze Dave Umahi, and all members of your administration. The unwavering dedication of the founders of HITECH and our team has been the beneficiary of this support. We have, for the first time in Nigeria, deployed machines with capacity to lay full widths of continuous reinforced concrete pavement CRCP, whose rigidity will ensure minimal maintenance for 50 years. We are proud to say that we were the first to introduce this technology to Nigeria. Mr. President, this project is not just a road. It is an investment corridor, a lifeline for industrial growth, mobility, and tourism. It will open direct connectivity to federal and state roads, power windmill energy, unlock tourism zones, and support the building of factories and industries along the route. Section 1 alone, which is 47.47 kilometers by 6 lanes highway, already has 30 kilometers completed, nearly 20 kilometers from Victoria Island eastward towards Lekki Corridor, and nearly 10 kilometers from Eleko heading westward, both ends actively advancing towards one another. This investment will empower business, reduce travel time, create jobs, and fuel regional development. Nigeria, once again, under the renewed Hope administration, is leading the way. Let this commissioning remind us of one thing. When leadership is bold, when vision is clear, and when teams are committed, nothing is impossible. This highway is unity in motion, connecting not just states, but people, ideas, and a collective future. In the words of Mr. President, in your dictionary of service, everything must be possible. And may this be the beginning of many bolder, nation-building milestones to come. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, very quickly let me welcome the other contractor also handling several of the projects that either we're commissioning today or flagging off. I'd like to welcome from Satraco, Ignatius Aigbokade.
President BOLA AHMED TINUBU, permit me to stand on existing protocol. I'm here to speak on behalf of all the contractors, about 8 of them, all whose projects have been commissioned today, and some being flagged off. My chairman, Chief Dr. Abunimoro, will be here personally, but he has some emergencies out of the country. So, on behalf of the contractors, both here and those that are outside here, we quite a lot working with the administration. We thank you for the opportunity to work with you. We are committed to make all the necessary sacrifice and ensure that your bold vision and strategic intent is successful in the Committee of Nations. Permit me to also thank the Honorable Minister for Works, David Umahi, for your good and pragmatic leadership, for the support you are giving to us, for the mentoring especially. We thank you. We promise that we will do all it takes for the administration to be successful. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you.
Your Excellency, we've heard from the contractors who have made commitments to ensuring that these projects are going to be as you say they would be. Your Excellency, Mr. President, sir, top cost of governance in Nigeria here present. I salute ministers, I salute governors in situ and captains of industry who have made their way into the room. It's now time for me to invite Right Honorable Akin Alabi, Chairman, House Committee on Works, who would come forward and deliver his goodwill. Please encourage him. It's a long walk from where he's seated. Thank you so very much.
Your Excellency, the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed TINUBU, I stand on all existing protocols that have been established. In 2008, Mr. President, I moved to Lagos after my little sojourn in the United Kingdom. I moved to Osapa, not too far from where we're standing here. I'm a proud Ibadan man, I'm from Ibadan. But I decided to move to Lagos because of the wonderful thing I heard you did when you were in office, when you were the governor here. And your successor, Governor Fashola, continuing your legacy. So when I came to Lagos in 2008, I heard about the coastal road. That was something you really, really wanted to achieve when you were governor. But we all know this is a kind of project that will be difficult for the state government to execute on its own without the federal government. And if you remember the politics of 2003 to 2007, you remember that the then federal government was not very friendly with the then state government. I don't want to mention names. So when we were campaigning and you became the president, Your Excellency, I knew the coastal road was going to become a reality. There have been challenges, structural challenges, environmental challenges. But if we're looking for a man that doesn't hesitate to take on challenges, it is you, Mr. President. And you appointed another president that likes to take on challenges, aptly named David, the man who likes to fight the Goliath, David Umahi. Because this project is not an easy project. As the chairman House Committee on Works, I led the House Committee twice to come on oversight visit on an official capacity. But 3 times I came in the middle of the night, dead in the night, to do my own independent observations. And every time I came, at the 3rd time, I had to send a message to the minister. I said, Mr. President, Mr. Minister, high tech, you are all making magic. I communicated with my leader, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, this morning. Right Honorable Tajin Abbas, GCON, is unavoidably absent because he's in the Holy Land. I said to him, and he said I should tell you, Mr. President, I know you communicate on him, but he said I should tell you officially that when it comes to anything legislature in the House of Representatives, budgetary allocation, appropriation, anything, that he's fully on board and in support of you. We wish you the best, Mr. President. Continue to make the magic. Thank you.
Right Honorable Akianabi, Chairman House Committee on Works, we thank you for those words that indicate the magic of the man described by the very distinguished President of the Senate as Professor of Infrastructure. At the last event we had, those were his words. Your Excellency, the House of Representatives has shown its commitment to the work you're doing. We thank you, Right Honorable. Your Excellency, sir, I was a member of the National Youth Service Corps in 1981 in a state where my neighbors gave me yams and rice and gave me pots as a young woman serving in the state. That state, Your Excellency, I now happen to be a citizen of that state. Permit me to say that I served at OGBC, Abeokuta. Hospitality is Nigeria's middle name. Unprecedented. Food for visitors. Kindness to strangers. It's a Nigerian thing. Permit me, Your Excellency, to now welcome the Governor of Ogun State, His Excellency Prince Dr. Abiodun, to make his way here as he delivers his good news.
Your Excellency, our President, President BOLA AHMED TINUBU, our Nobel laureate and professor, Senate President, all other eminent and distinguished guests that are here present, permit me to use Ambassador Gilbert Shaguri as a point of courtesy in recognizing all of you. I consider it indeed an honor and a privilege to be a witness to today's landmark event. More so, to be called on to make a couple of remarks. This is indeed an unfolding legacy before our very eyes in our own time. Mr. President, we, your governors, are your foot soldiers in our various states. We are closer to the people. We feel their pulse on a daily basis. What you have done here is beyond imagination. As governor, you are so far-sighted. You saw Bar Beach being eroded, and by extension Victoria Island. You not only proactively saved Bar Beach and VI, you created a new city now called Eco-Atlantic. Because of your deep sense of patriotism and resolve to ensure the cross-regional integration of Nigeria and Nigerians. You dreamt of this vision 17 years ago that will connect 17 southern states together, starting from Lagos and going to Calabar. You did not stop there. You decided you must also connect Lagos to Sokoto, the old Sokoto Road, because of the number of dams in between and the potential to ensure that we have indeed food security. Your dream was to ensure that the cattle will be reared over there and the processing will be done down south. Sir, this is when they say vision meets passion, and the only outcome is success. Today, we are celebrating vision, passion, unwavering focus, and a testament of the triumph of tenacity. Sir, it may interest you to note that every day, about 2 million people cross-border migrate between Ogun State and Lagos State. Thankfully, because of the quality of road infrastructure that has been provided between the state government and the federal government. This has translated into billions of naira of socio-economic development. And of course, our IGR in Ogun State has increased by 4x. Your Excellency, you can now imagine the impact this road will have on the 17th.
Yeah, again. We are together. Thank you, Roland, for being who you are. To build a nation of prosperity is to do it. Generations yet unborn can have a good landmark, a memory to treasure, and good understanding to copy, good education to promote the other generations. Don't be afraid. We will do this road. 700 kilometers will be a success for Nigeria, and we'll do more of this.
That's a characteristic of the Ministry of Works. Before the contract was awarded to High-Tech, the National Assembly members and the Ministry of Works undertook joint inspection of the equipment of High-Tech. And these are the evidence of the capacity and capability of High-Tech construction equipped to carry out this job. Starting from Section 1 at AHMED Way, the project faced a lot of challenges. Challenges of shanties along the gazetted route. Challenges of over 10 meters of dump refuse that were unknown before now. Challenges of high volume of sand filling. Challenges of paying huge compensation running to over 18 billion naira. Challenges of very bad subgrades. In some cases, having a pit of over 10 meters in depth. The unsuitable soil had to be removed by the contractor and then replaced with fresh, sharp sand. The existing ground levels would also need to be increased by another 3 meters. The sand was then allowed to consolidate. However, with the encouragement of President BOLA TINUBU and with the experience of high-tech construction, the Minister of Works was determined to accomplish the task. Along other sections, we were confronted with the presence of peat material running to over 20 meters deep for over 10 kilometers of Section 1. The peat had to be removed. 10 to 20 meters of peat was replaced by sand.
There are so many things that some of cynicals will say may be impossible. But in your dictionary of service, everything is possible and must be possible. You have talent, you have the level of intellectual capacity to turn this country around.
This area was filled by hydraulic pumping of sand. To meet up with the schedule, High-Tech deployed 3 shifts working 24 hours. And this operation was also going at 10 different locations, each section doing similar work and running 3 shifts.
Challenges are all over the world. You can see the chaos all around you. But be focused, like a man driving in the tunnel. Don't see the sky. Don't look up. Face your direction. Be committed to the value and principle of result that will affect you, your neighbor, and the entire nation.
Here, the introduction of 30-ton impact rollers to the construction industry of Nigeria serves as one example used to reduce consolidation times. Chemical treatments are then applied to the sharp sand against water seepage. 20 cm stone base is then spread, mixed with 5% cement, and then compacted. Further tests are run to ensure the subgrade, subbase, and base course are up to the required standards. Only then, priming with MC1, laying longitudinal 20 mm reinforcement, 20 cm spacing along each carriageway and each shoulder. Then, using concrete grade 40 to lay 280 mm thick reinforced concrete. And finally, spraying chemical curing compounds, keeping it vehicle free for 28 days. The road architecture included embedded side drains, concrete utility ducts, inspection chambers, flyovers, bridges, solar lights, tree planting, both at the median and the sides, reinforced concrete retaining walls to protect the filled sand, lane marking, and painting of the concrete curbs. This is an investment corridor with returns beyond just reduced travel time. It opens up new frontiers in carbon credit potential, wind energy, solar lighting, security, and direct connectivity to federal and state roads. We now see quite a number of advantages. Also, we're going to have windmill energy along the coast and land acquired along the line to build tourism facilities, factories, industries, housing estates, and the road will be tolled. The road has high value and return on investment. This coastal highway is being procured in sections, and the work is being executed in sections. Section 1 is 47.7 kilometers by 6 lanes. 30 kilometers is completed.
Thank you, Isaac, for believing in us and believing in the country, Nigeria.
Section 2 is 55 kilometers by 6 lanes. About 5 kilometers is completed.
my day to brag. Whether you like it or not, you are here. And the hope is here. So, what else? If you have hope, you have Rahman, you have Asiwaju, and you have Dave. The deal is done. The dream is realizable. The way we are going, we have a road that we have lived all of us here present. That is how to build the future.
Section 3A, 3B, 65 kilometers by 6 lanes in Cross River and Akwa Ibom. And the work is going on seriously. Other sections are in the process of design completion. And in the words of Asiwaju, we are not afraid. This coastal highway shall be built.
Don't be afraid. We will do this road. 700 kilometers. Will be a success for Nigeria, and we'll do more of this.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, beyond the videos and the pictures that capture what has happened nationwide, the attraction for me is also the background music. If a president does this for his people, not only should they stand, but they should carry your mandate and run with it. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. So let me welcome here a man who did a part of that in Ebonyi State. And then you provided him with the whole nation. It's as if he's at the Olympics having fun. Please welcome here the Honorable Minister of Works, Engineer Dave Mweze Umahi.
Your Excellency, dear President, President BOLA, AHMED TINUBU, GCFR, a great president, a great thinker, the great dreamer, the initiator and actualizer
of our coastal highway. Let's put our hands together for our president. Mr. President, I was very delighted when I saw our great professor, a man we have been reading about, and I was fortunate today to have a handshake with him. Professor Wole Soyinka. Sir, you're welcome, sir. You're welcome. Adeside President, that your song is so sweet. I think that's the song you've been singing. That's why the president pushed us. You must go and start at Akwa Ibom and Cross River. I think Adapo has to learn this song. Mr. President, congratulations. Sokoto to Zamfara is already completed. Mr. President, you look at the 700 kilometer, of which you are doing 500 kilometer of Abuja to Kano, sections 1, 2, 3. Section 1 and 3 is being reprocured and redesigned, and you insisted it must be on reinforced concrete pavement. And it is 118 kilometers. You increased that section by 5 kilometers, and you added solar lights. And that project is awarded by 253 billion. 5 kilometers of that road is already done today. Mr. President, you have the section 2, 164 kilometers, already awarded. Work is ongoing. 525 billion. That project is ongoing. And you take it from Kano. You see the project that is running between Zaria and Hunkui, 125 kilometers. That project is ongoing. And we get to the home of the budget, the Minister of Budgets, Malando project, very dear to his heart. Mr. President, that job is at advanced stage, 76 kilometers. And then we meet the KB section. 258, it is beautiful. That project is ongoing. We have procured section because we concentrate on one carriageway. But for security reasons, we decided that we need to procure the second carriageway. Another 258 kilometers is to be flagged up on 5th of this month. It is there. You get to Sokoto, I won't forget Ilela. Mr. President, 120 kilometers at Ilela, Sokoto axis is ongoing. And that project is costing us 486 billion. And we have procured also the 1B of it. That is what we are doing, Mr. President. You get to East-West Road, very dear to the heart of our Senate President. In his hometown alone, we have the 9.8 kilometer bypass, totally into swamp, being done by reinforced concrete pavement to bypass the township. That project is ongoing. You perform magic on the Eleme to lane. When we came on board, that project was awarded in the month of March, but nothing was done. That was 30 kilometers, 156 billion. And you directed that we should redesign it on reinforced concrete pavement. That road is one of the most trafficked roads in this country. Today, Mr. President will be presenting 15-kilometer full carriageway that we have done. It wasn't easy, but the NSA was also very helpful by your order, Mr. President. You get to Port Harcourt to Enugu, 4 sections. There is Port Harcourt to Aba, being done by CCACC. Today, we are not presenting for you to commission it, but I want to tell you that one full carriageway is completed, 43 kilometers. But the section 3, which is Log Panta in Imo State, then down to Enugu, one full carriageway is completed, under you, fully completed, and that is 61 kilometers. And there is 3 span bridges, twin 3 span bridges. When you came on board, that challenge greeted you. The existing bridges collapsed, and you directed I should go there. And I went there because the governor of Enugu State loves you so much, sir. And he said I should go there. I went there, and within 3 weeks, work started. Today, we have that 75 span bridge, twin span bridges. And that bridge is completed and is ready for you to commission, Mr. President. And the one bridge in my own hometown, in Ebonyi State. That is 6 span. Fresh project is completed because the one that is existing was waiting for you to give way, and it has given way, but you have replaced it, Mr. President. And you get to the southwest, Mr. President. You have the Dangote Tax Credit Road, which is at Lekki Deep Seaport, Section 1, fully completed for you to commission by 5th of next month. And Section 3 is ongoing, that is taking us to Ekpe Town and taking us to the Shagamu or the Expressway. Mr. President, we have the almighty Lagos Ibadan Road being done by RCC. That is phase 1, section 2. You have completed that project. And a section of it you have done on reinforced concrete because of the terrain. Mr. President, you are doing a lot of work. A lot of work, I must testify, Mr. President, they were waiting for you. Today we have a lot of challenges in our Tom Melan Bridge, underwater works. We have a lot of challenges in Kata Bridge. They are waiting for you. And that's the reason God Almighty knows that you are a problem solver, a great thinker. And that's why God has sent you to do this work. Today, Mr. President, I'll be presenting a number of projects, 9 of them, for you to commission. And I'll also be presenting 3 new projects, Ibadan to Ife, to Ilesha, being done by COPEC. And we also have, that is 108 kilometers. And that's 300 billion on reinforced concrete pavement. And we have Ilesha to Akure to Benin. And I want to use the opportunity to congratulate your son, the governor of Edo State, who loves you so much, sir. I can attest to that for his success in the appeal court. And that project is 231 kilometers by 2. And we did procurement, we did selective procurement, and the people of that section insisted I must be done on reinforced concrete. Today, that project is being done by high tech. I'll be coming to you, sir, because we need help to do that project. I think it's the most valuable road in the entire southwest. And we are also presenting to you, Mr. President, the Nembe Brass Section 2. I think that's why the governor of Bayelsa State is thinking progressively and is moving progressively. That project is 21 kilometers, 126 billion. We need your assistance, sir. And the most important road in the southeast, which is the Enugu-Onitsha road, 72 kilometers is been isolated for you to flag off by SKCC. Mr. President, I want to thank you for the coastal route. When you directed me, say, Dave, I said, which projects do I do for you, Mr. President? You say, just use your initiatives, but go and do the coastal route. And I've said it over and over. Mr. President, in the process of procurement, not just the coastal route, in all the roads we have engaged in, and God is my witness, you never gave us words, you never gave us ideas, you never nominated a contractor. I take responsibility and I defend every action of Ministry of Works. And I want to congratulate you. I've never seen a leader like you. I've never seen. You have encouraged us a lot, and we will stand with you. We will take bullets for you. It doesn't matter the attacks. My loyalty is first to God Almighty and to you, Mr. President. We will do more with you, sir. And I want to thank you for allowing us to work with high tech. Because if you said no at FEC, that's the end of it. But you've never said no to any of our procurement. When you asked us to go and do this road, my mind was, if the president could tame the Atlantic Ocean with high tech, nothing is impossible. And the clip you saw, sir, we drew a lot of inspiration from the clip you saw. Nothing is impossible to a man that is willing. You say, just be focused, like a man in the tunnel. You see no sky. We saw no sky. If we did see sky, we would have run away from the road alignment that we have 20 meters deep of pits. But I commend Mr. Roland very, very highly, and the MD. for their encouragement. And I bet you, sir, no any other contractor can do this work. Because we have had a lot of challenges. Challenges that, exposed us a lot of claims. But they never. I think they are more interested in the integrity of their names and the commitment for the development of this country. I commend High-Tech very highly. And I need to be disproved. If all the contractors in this country should put their equipment together, it cannot match what High-Tech has. To achieve this, they were doing 3 shifts for 24 hours, day and night. And each time we have challenges, what is in focus is not the money. It is how to overcome the challenges. I want to thank you, Ambassador Gilbert, very highly. I want to thank Mr. Roland. And I want to thank very highly my partner, the MD of High-Tech, a very good man and a man that has very good understanding of engineering. Mr. President, we are keeping in line with your directive to ensure that we have the clips of this project. We are keeping your instructions, we are keeping your words, we are keeping the method statement for the teaching of our children. We are going to compile it and we are going to aid. You directed that we must get our children to learn this new technology. And I want to thank you. You signed the local contact, presidential order. The real thing is this reinforced concrete pavement. It has a lifespan of between 50 and 100 years. That is your making. When they say, look, you started concrete, I say, no. Mr. President started it. That's the interlocking ties. You did it in PI, you did it in Ikoyi, and that's still standing after 27 years. That is the inspiration. That is where we learned from. We thank you very highly. And I want to request, Mr. Zak is there. We have increased the sales of my brother Aliko Dangote and my brother Bua. Mr. President, I want you to order they should pay us just 2% of the increase of the sales of their cement because we are supporting them. We are supporting them. We are supporting them. So my motion is that 2% of the additional sales should come to Ministry of Works so that we will do more. I thank you, sir. I thank you very highly. And let me remind the general public, when we had confrontation about the compensation, Mr. President, you said, look, my oath of office is for the welfare of Nigerians. By law, we were not supposed to pay compensation for shanties along the gazetted route. Even when we had problem within the gazetted route along Chenage 16, we were confronted with MTN cables. We were confronted with True Africa cables. You directed us that we must realign. We should not touch the route. We pay compensation for those who have their shanties. We pay compensation for those who have their real houses. Today, we paid a total of 18 billion compensation for Section 1. I commend you very, very highly, Mr. President. You directed us to pay because it was the duty of governors by the reason of fake approval. But you say, go and pay, not to delay the work. And I want to thank you, and I'm happy that the governors are here. And let me remind the Edo governor and the governor of Bayelsa that the president directed that the route must pass through Edo State and pass through Bayelsa State. And it's good you came by yourselves so that we hear from us the order of Mr. President. So don't worry about that drawing. It was, the works of those who are not happy with you, that you are working progressively and you are in a place where trouble is their daily, food. Mr. President, I'm happy the governors are here, and I want to announce your order that the governors with this coastal highway, the Abuja-Kano, the Trans-Hara, the Akwanga, Jos, Bauchi, Gombe Road, the 4 legacy projects, that they must give us a minimum of 500 meters from the edge of our carriageway, which will be part of the tolling arrangements, so that the return on investment will be fruitful. We have submitted what we mapped out to the governor of Lagos State, We will submit to Ogun State. We will submit to the governor of Ondo State, and of course Sokoto and Kebbi. And I'm happy that they are your children, sir. They have listened to you. They will give us this land. And if the chairman of progressive governors, if you work very hard, Mr. President can direct that the road can move somehow to Imo State and come out. If you work very hard. Mr. President, finally, I want to state that we did no harm to landmark, properties. In fact, as you are going, sir, you will see where this dual carriageway divided into two. It's by your order that we should save as much infrastructure as possible, even though they violated the gazetted route. We did that, Mr. President. The landmark infrastructure are intact. What went off was their encroachment on our front shoreline. And the Supreme Court ruled that 250 meters from the shoreline belongs to the federal government. And so we didn't do that. And I'm happy Mr. Zak is here. The Wing Home said they have invested 250 million. And I wonder why the FRU's chairman is not going after them for tax. You have to go after them. But they didn't know that we videoed the existing route and no single structure was there. And the woman is making me very popular, going to America, going to Canada, and I elected to give her money to go to London because we do not care. We have Mr. President who has our back, and we are moving forward. I therefore, Mr. President, present to you the first 30 kilometer of the 750 kilometer of the Lagos-Calabar highway. And people ask me, why are you presenting 30 kilometers? I said, did you believe it was possible? And I remember when I was young and our mother used to cook. She would put maggi, she would put crayfish. She will now take the spoon and put it like this and put it to her finger and did it like this to taste how the food will look like when it is cooked. The maggi day is high-tech. The crayfish day is Ministry of Works. Sir, today we are testing how the 750 kilometer will be completed. And in addition, we give you nine completed projects. We are not giving you the 260 projects, 208 billion that you completed. We are not giving you the projects that is 3 kilometer, 20 billion that we have committed, silently. We are giving you major projects, presidential projects. So you have 9 projects beside the coastal road that you will be commissioning outside there, Mr. President. You will see the pictures. We also have 3 major projects that you will also be flagging off. The Nembe Brass is very important because you are doing the Bodo Boni, and in the next 3 months, nobody is going to be flying to the LNG, by helicopter. They will be going on road, courtesy of BOLA AHMED, Aswaji, Mr. President. And so it's the same thing with this Bielsa. When you do it, it will be a milestone and a legacy project for administration. And the same thing with Ibadan. In fact, my PAM secretary went to see the road, and in his presence, there was an accident. I said, I will tell Mr. President, we must get money to do that project. And of course, the TINUBU to Onisha. Mr. President, we thank you. We will support you. You have done exceedingly very well, especially in road infrastructure. Time will not allow me to tell you the great and mighty things you are doing, not because you do not know, but so that Nigerians will know that you're a great president, a divine president, a great thinker, the initiator and actualizer of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our great president.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, the Honorable Minister of Works, His Excellency, Senator Engineer David Umahi, giving his scorecard of the Federal Ministry of Works with the great support that Mr. President has given him to actualize all these huge projects, road infrastructure, and the dreams of Nigerians. Yesterday, Your Excellency, he brought us all here at around 9, and we didn't leave here till 11 because he was ensuring that in welcoming Mr. President, everything is in place. Let's give another round of applause to His Excellency, the Honorable Minister of Works. Your Excellency, sir, distinguished invited guests, there is a protocol after Mr. President has spoken and returned to his seat that my colleague Ebere will be announcing after Mr. President speaks. That protocol will be firmly followed for those who would go with Mr. President for the commissioning, and in the order in which they will go. Mr. President will take the weight off his feet and be seated after his speech, and Ebere will make the announcement. Excellency, Mr. President, sir, we have our Nobel laureate with us. Our Nobel laureate, who has been sitting down patiently, has been doing great things across the world, including being a guest of the Financial Times of London in a book called Lunch with the FT, where he carried his own pepper and arrived at the restaurant where he was invited to. He carries his pepper from Nigeria, carries it to the restaurant, and eats his food with that. He has been described by the Financial Times as one of post-colonial literary giants in literature. Let's give a round of applause to our Nobel laureate. Thank you, sir, for being here. Your Excellency, the President of the Senate, Your Excellency, the Deputy President of the Senate, honors, ministers, captains of industries, friends, stakeholders who have come here, heads of ministries and departments, and our traditional rulers who are still here with us. We appreciate you. It is now my singular honor and privilege to invite His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to deliver his speech. Please help us welcome Mr. President with a round of applause. Thank you very much.
Please be seated. Please. Well, maybe you need to stretch your leg. Thank you. Well, to our MCs, Virginia Abu, and a very young. Thank you for a very good work as we've done today. Your Excellency, the Senate President, the Deputy Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, I rest on your illustration and say the hope is here. To our dear leader, Professor Wole Soyinka, it's a great thing that by fortune, you are here today. I say thank you for the motivation, encouragement to say, let's go home, go and contest, run for governorship, do your job, and the encouragement that you've given me, the mentorship is work. I am very proud of our association with you. The democracy is here, so we hold it dearly, preciously, for what you have done. It meant a lot to the entire Africa and the literary world. Thank you for who you are. The chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum, Senator Hope Usodima, and all the governors here present. Please forgive me if I cannot go through each and every one of you in terms of this protocol. It is a great honor and joy for me to have all of you here. Those who are on the coaster and those who are not on the coaster. It's a joy that we are working and thinking together for a prosperous Nigeria. And with this sign of solidarity and commitment, I know Nigeria will achieve. Thank you. To the contractors and my partner in daring, it was tough for us. Engineer Roland Chaguri. We come together to tame the Atlantic. My leaders in Lagos thought it was impossible for us to do. So many other leaders wanted us to abandon it. And federal government rejected the idea and they will take responsibility. Then I said, we will do it and we will succeed with it. Today, a disaster greater than tsunami that will have consumed Victoria Island and Ikoyi is now a statement of fortune. Thank you, Roland. I appreciate you. It is a great honor for me and pride to have this sense of fulfillment standing before you to commission the completed part of Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway corridor. This is the phase 1 section of AHMED Way 700-kilometer iconic project spanning the coastal areas of Ondo, Delta, Edo, Bayelsa, Rivers, Akwa Ibom, and Cross Rivers states. Let me appreciate the Honorable Minister of Works, Senator Engineer Dr. Weze David Umahi, the Honorable Minister of State Works, Right Honorable Bello Muhammad Goronyo, the Permanent Secretary, Engineer Control Adebi, and all staff of Federal Ministry of Works that made today's commissioning possible. Thank you for your commitment to this project. But at this stage, as you promised local content from the beginning, I hope you are making efforts to help train our engineers who are in the ministry or employable from outside. Thank you. Keep that promise. I congratulate Mr. Sci-Tech Construction Company for taking this job and for following that Nigerian firms. You show that the Nigerian firms can perform to the world standard and achieve excellence in infrastructure development. It is a most pleasing to note that the highway was constructed using continuously reinforced concrete pavement instead of flexible pavement, thereby assuming long-term durability that will go beyond some of our lifetime. At this point, I want to use this opportunity to commission other completed projects. From the South-South zone, rehabilitation of Calabar Ugeb Kasina Ala Road, section 1 Ugeb Kasina Ala in Benue State and Cross River State. Dualization of the East-West Road, section 2, subsection 1, Eleme Junction in Port Harcourt, commission, Ahoada in River State. Rehabilitation of Alessi Ugeb, Uyem Ugeb Road, section in Cross River State is hereby commissioned. Upgrading of 15-kilometer section of the East-West Road, Port Harcourt, Eleme Junction, including that of One Junction in River State, is commissioned. In Southeast, rehabilitation of Enugu Port Harcourt Road, section 3, Enugu to Panta, commission. Construction of a new bridge at Akona in Ebonyi State to replace the near collapsed bridge C number 8469, rescoped, commission. Reconstruction of collapsed Enugu Bridge at New Artisan Market, Enugu Port Harcourt Road in Enugu State, also commissioned. In Southwest, Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway Corridor Phase 1, and we are there today, is being commissioned. Amadu Bello Way to Eko Village. Rehabilitation, construction, and expansion of Lagos Shagamu Ibadan Dual Carriageway section in Oyo State is also commissioned. Emergency comprehensive repositioning the Eko Bridge, 14 kilometers in Lagos from Alaka, Surulere, Akpangman, including all ramps, commission. Construction of deep sea port access road in Lagos State through Ekpe to Shagam, Benin Expressway, 54.24 kilometers in Lagos and Ogun State. In the north, construction of Shenjam Bridge in Plateau State, commission. Rescoping and variation of contract for the construction of Ilobu Erinle Road in Kwara and Osun State, commission. In Northeast Zone, construction of Jimeta Bridge in Adamawa State, commission. Construction of Yakasai, Badume, Damagun, Market Sam Road in Kano State, commission. The construction of Kano Kwana Dancha Adeja section 2, Kano Road, commission. Furthermore, in the same vein, I hereby flag off the following new projects: Ibadan, Ife, Elisha, Akure, Benin Road in Oyo State. Construction of Nembe Brass Road. Construction of a section of Enugu Onisha carriageway. Rehabilitation of Zaria, Nkoyi, Kufo, Kubongida, Kaduna, Kano. Dualization of Kano Maiduguri Road, linking Kano, Jigawa, Bauchi, Yobe, and Benue states. Construction of Kano Northern Northern B bypass in Kano State, and construction of Maiduguri bypass road. As we celebrate today, let us reflect on our collective responsibility to preserve infrastructure. The government can build roads, but this is left for us, citizens, to maintain. The motorists and residents alike are hereby encouraged to utilize this opportunity very effectively and well. Let me at this stage warn all developers. The federal government will enforce the setback. If not for anything, it's for the interest of our nation. Development without approval will not be compensated. We have gazetted and published the setback. We are going to enforce it rigidly in every way possible. I thank people of Lagos for supporting this project that will positively affect the lives of our people. I know at this stage the expectation is still very high, and our Nigerian people are still going through difficult times. I take this opportunity to appeal to all Nigerians, that the hope is here and is realizable. That the benefit will be you'll be part of the benefit. The economy is recovering. There's light at the end of the tunnel now. Inflation is stepping down. The exchange rate is stabilized. The corruption in the exchange rate is eliminated. The corruption in fuel subsidy is limited to BRS minimum. It is your money. It is your opportunity. It is your children that must go to school, must go through the higher education. We are paying for all of that. Look at renewable infrastructure going on in various teaching hospitals and several thousands of health centers. It's all about you. It's all for you, the people. We are reducing the cost of manufactured drugs. We are encouraging manufacturing locally. We give all incentives for everyone to abide by the principle of Nigerian first. May God bless our country. May God bless Lagos State. May God keep our fighting soldiers safe. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Can we put our hands together one more time for His Excellency, the President? So the President will be on his seat, and these are transitions. Cameramen will move first to the venue for Symbolic commissioning. He has already commissioned them from his speech. Cameramen can move now. To be followed by the contractors. Contractors. And now, well, everyone who is on the front seat and the ministers who are also spilling into the second or third seat with the governors can now rise to go to the venue for the unveiling. The governors, the honorable ministers, SGF, we thank you very much for your time and your presence. We appreciate you. Thank you very much, sir.
Aṣíwájú ogun àkọ́bí ò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣẹ́yìn ogun jagunjagun ló ń bọ̀. Àkọ́bí adé general politician ni jagunjagun ló ń bọ̀.
The rest of us, please, let's be on our seats. Let's be on our seats for the symbolic unveiling. Your Excellency, sir. The rest of us, we can remain on our seats.
Aṣíwájú ogun àkọ́bí ò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣẹ́yìn ogun jagunjagun ló ń bọ̀. Àkọ́bí adé general politician ni jagunjagun ló ń bọ̀. Jẹun sókè ṣé wọn náà ṣó ti rí. Àkọ́bí ṣé wọn náà ṣó ti rí. Olólùdẹ ṣé wọn náà ṣó ń gbọ́. Àkọ́bí ṣé wọn náà ṣó ń gbọ́. Ọmọ olódòdè. Ọmọ olódòdè. Ìyàwó gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ wọ́n ṣé wọn náà ṣó ń gbọ́. Àkọ́bí ṣó ti rí. Kíyà máa jẹ wá. Kíyà máa wá. Ìwú wá. Ìwọ pẹ̀lú. Ọwọ́ ló wà ilé. Wò wá dáadáa, àkọ́bí ṣé wọn náà ṣó ń gbọ́. Olódòdè. Olódòdè. Jagunjagun ló ń bọ̀. Aṣíwájú ogun àkọ́bí ò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣẹ́yìn ogun jagunjagun ló ń bọ̀. Àkọ́bí adé general politician ni jagunjagun ló ń bọ̀. Jẹun sókè ṣé wọn náà ṣó ti rí. Ewéré náà jó kàwé forí ayọ̀ pé wọlé. Àmì jagunjagun ló ń bọ̀. Aṣíwájú ogun àkọ́bí ò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣẹ́yìn ogun jagunjagun ló ń bọ̀. Àkọ́bí adé general politician ni jagunjagun ló ń bọ̀. Jẹun sókè ṣé wọn náà ṣó ti rí. Àkọ́bí ṣé wọn náà ṣòkìrì. Olólùdẹ ṣé wọn náà ṣògbà. Àkànbí ṣé wọn náà ṣògbà. Ọmọ olódòdẹ. Ọmọ olódòdẹ. Ìyá gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ wọ́n ṣé wọn náà ṣògbà. Àkànbí ṣòkìrì. Kíyà máa jẹ wá. Kíyà máa jẹ wá. Ìwọ pẹ̀lú Buhari. Ìwọ pẹ̀lú Buhari. Ọwọ́ yín ló wà ayíde. Wò wá dáadáa, Àkànbí ṣé wọn náà ṣògbọ́. Olódòdẹ. Olódòdẹ. Aláfẹ́nifẹ́re, ìwọ láfẹ́nifẹ́re. Aṣíwájú, aláfẹ́nifẹ́re o, ìwọ láfẹ́nifẹ́re. Sọ fún wọn, jọ́mọ̀, jọ́mọ̀. Aláfẹ́nifẹ́re o, ìwọ láfẹ́nifẹ́re. Oṣùwàjù, ìwọ láfẹ́nifẹ́re o. Aṣíwájú lè mọ̀ láfẹ́nifẹ́re. Aṣíwájú lè mọ̀. Ọlá Abíọ́lá kí yín. Síwájú làwa mọ̀ láfẹ́nifẹ́. Aṣíwájú lè mí mọ̀ láfẹ́nifẹ́. Àkànbí lè mí mọ̀ láfẹ́nifẹ́. Àkànbí lè mí mọ̀ láfẹ́nifẹ́. Ìwọ ni ìwọ ló ní àtẹ̀lé Buhari. Àkànbí lè mí mọ̀ láfẹ́nifẹ́. Ọba Èkó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀, Àwùjalẹ̀ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.